this one, I promise. So I'm so glad that somebody finally asked this question. Jackie asked, what is hell? Is it here on earth? Is it a lake of fire? What do you have to be, or what kind of person you have to be to go there? Here's what you need to know why this is such an important question. Because lots of people, like lots and lots of people, believe in the biblical concept of heaven, right? Lots of people. A much smaller percentage of people believe in the biblical concept of hell, and they both come from the same place. They come from the Bible. What does that say? It says that we are people that are out there seeking for things that make us happy, that make us feel good, that comfort our heart, and so we'll go into the Bible and we'll just kind of pick and choose, but what we're not after is we're not after what is truth, what is accurate, what is reality, and here's what you need to understand. Your beliefs are important to you, but your beliefs, listen, do not dictate reality. So what you need to understand is hell is just as a biblical concept as heaven, okay? So what is hell? To answer Jackie's question, first of all, you need to know it's not anything here on earth. Lots of people are like, yeah, hell is what we experience here on earth because we're apart from God. No, that's not what hell is. Hell is this thing that's two things. It's, first of all, it's very hot and it's very long, okay? It's an eternal place of punishment. That's what it is for. It is punishment. It's not to be a better person, not so that God can purify you and make you holy. No, it is a place of punishment. And so the rich man goes to this place, Hades. It's what we would understand as hell, and he has one request. He turns to Lazarus and he says, I just have one request. Could you touch the tip of my tongue with water, because I am in agony in these flames. Okay, so we know that hell is a place of punishment, and it is hot. The book of Revelation calls it a lake of fire. Second thing is, it's eternal. Several different times throughout the New Testament say things like in 2 Thessalonians, where it says it is a place of eternal punishment. So it's hot and it's long, and the reason people are sent there is not because they're bad people. Okay, to answer Jackie's question, if God only sent bad people there, or people that have done really bad things, then everybody on earth would go there, because according to Scripture, we have all fallen short of the glory of God. We are all bad people. The people that go to hell are people who have rejected Jesus Christ as the Son of the living God. They have refused to follow him. They have refused to believe in him. They have not acknowledged that Jesus is the Son of God. Now you might say, man, that sounds incredibly harsh, but let me try to give you an understanding of why a loving God would allow us to go to a place like eternal hell. So imagine that I show up on the weekend, this weekend, and the people that come to church here are usually like 700 people. They're all gone. They're all missing. And I'm like, where did everybody in the church go? And I find out that the Taliban has come and hauled them off to somewhere in the Middle East. And so now I have to find my congregation. So I go looking for them everywhere, and I take with me my 16-year-old son, and we travel the earth, and we devote our lives to seeking and saving the 700 people that go to Life Bridge Church. I know it's a crazy story, but just stick with me. So then we track all of the people in church, and we finally find them in dungeons that they've been locked away in the dirt in the Middle East somewhere. And we finally find them, and I run up to the guy and I say, please, 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 free the people of the church. And he says, you know what? I'll give them to you. All of them are alive, and I'm going to give you every last one of them, but I require that you give me your son. Now, let's just live in some imaginary world where I'm a nice enough guy to sacrifice my son for the people of my church, okay? I'm not going to do it, but let's just imagine I say, okay, you can have my son. So I hand over my 16-year-old son, who I care about more than anything in the world, and he takes out a gun, and he shoots my son, and he falls down dead. And he throws the keys to the dungeon at my feet, and I go and I unlock all of these dungeons, and a good chunk of everybody that is in these dungeons, they all run away, and they're free, and they're happy, and they're thanking me, and everything's great. And then there's like 80% of the people, or 50% of the people, they stay in the dungeons. And they go, no, we're good here. We've learned to live here. We kind of like it here. We're going to stay. What would you expect me to do? I'll tell you what I would do. I would take the door and I would slam it shut, and I would say, then die here, right? God has done everything he possibly can by becoming Jesus Christ, coming to this earth, sacrificing himself so that we wouldn't have to go to eternal punishment. And for those who reject Jesus as the Son of the living God, he sends them to a place of eternal punishment. Now, you should ask your questions, because maybe now more than ever, your question might just be the most important thing in your life. Ask a question.